Papua after sunset. When you picture Papua, what comes to mind? For many, it's an image of dense, ancient rainforests. You might think of incredible biodiversity and remote tribes living as they have for centuries. It's a land of adventure, a place for daytime exploration. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows over the jungle canopy and turning the sky into a brilliant canvas of orange and purple, a common assumption settles in. Most people believe that when darkness falls, Papua simply goes to sleep. The world outside the major towns, they imagine, becomes a place of profound silence, broken only by the strange and wonderful symphony of unseen jungle creatures. This perception of a dormant land is understandable. Papua is one of the world's last great wildernesses, a place that feels disconnected from the ceaseless hum of the 21st century. The idea of bustling nightlife here seems almost contradictory. You don't come to Papua looking for flashing lights or all-night clubs in the way you might in other parts of Southeast Asia. The narrative is one of rugged landscapes and daytime treks, where evenings are for resting and preparing for the next day's journey. The mystery of the jungle seems to deepen after dark, suggesting a world that is best left undisturbed until the morning light returns to guide your way. Yet this picture, while partly true for the deepest uninhabited jungles, is far from the complete story. To think that life in Papua simply stops when the sun goes down is to miss out on a vital and vibrant part of its culture. The people of Papua, with their deep community bonds and rich traditions, have their own ways of filling the night. It's a nightlife that isn't advertised on glossy brochures or travel websites. It's a more organic, authentic experience, woven into the fabric of daily existence. It's found not under neon signs, but under the brilliant canopy of a billion stars, far from any light pollution. The truth is that Papua after dark is not a land that sleeps, but one that dreams. It's a time when communities come together, when stories are shared, and when the rhythm of life takes on a different beat. The energy shifts from the hard work of the day to the relaxed camaraderie of the evening. It's a world that unfolds slowly, revealing itself to those who are patient and curious enough to look beyond the surface. From the coastal towns to the small villages nestled in the highlands, the night holds its own unique brand of magic, a secret waiting to be discovered by the intrepid traveler. As dusk settles over towns like Jayapura or Sorong, a new kind of energy begins to stir. The daytime heat gives way to a cooler, more comfortable air, drawing people out of their homes and into the streets. This is when the local markets, or pasar malam, truly come alive. Temporary stalls, often illuminated by single light bulbs powered by small generators, pop up along the roadsides. The air fills with a wonderful mix of sounds and smells. You can hear the sizzle of food being cooked over open flames and the cheerful chatter of friends and families gathering to share a meal and catch up on the day's events. Music is the heartbeat of these nightly gatherings. It's everywhere. You might hear the latest Indonesian pop music known as dangdut blasting from a portable speaker at a market stall. Its infectious beat often gets people tapping their feet and sometimes even breaking into spontaneous dance. In other corners, you might find a group of young men sitting together, strumming guitars and singing local folk songs. Their melodies tell stories of their land, their history, and their hopes. This music isn't a performance for tourists. It's a genuine expression of joy and community, a soundtrack to the Papuan night that is both lively and deeply personal. The street food scene is an adventure in itself. This is where you can taste the real flavors of Papua. Forget fancy restaurants. The best food is often found right here on the street. You can try grilled fish, fresh from the day's catch, seasoned with local spices that will dance on your tongue. There's also papada, a unique sago starch jelly, which is a staple food here. It's often served with a flavorful yellow fish soup. Trying these dishes, surrounded by the friendly faces of locals who are happy to explain what you're eating, is an experience that connects you directly to the culture. These nightly markets are more than just places to eat and shop. They are the social hubs of the community. It's where business is done, where news is exchanged, and where relationships are strengthened. People don't just rush in to buy what they need and leave. They linger, they talk, they laugh. For a traveler, simply pulling up a plastic stool at a food stall and observing the world go by is an incredibly immersive experience. It's a chance to see a side of Papua that is relaxed, joyful, and completely authentic, a world away from the rugged image of daytime exploration. Life in the smaller, more remote villages of Papua follows a different rhythm, but the night is just as important. Here, without the bright lights of a town, the darkness feels more complete, and the stars shine with an incredible intensity. Evening activities are centered around the home and the community. After a day spent farming, hunting, or fishing, families gather around a fire. The fire is more than just a source of light and warmth, it's the heart of the village. It's where food is cooked, often a simple but delicious meal of sweet potatoes or taro roasted directly in the hot embers. This is also a time for storytelling. Elders share ancient myths and legends that have been passed down through countless generations. These stories are not just entertainment. They are the oral history of their people, teaching the younger generation about their origins, their values, and their connection to the natural world. Listening to these tales with the crackling fire as the only light and the sounds of the jungle as a backdrop is a truly mesmerizing experience. It feels like stepping back in time, connecting with a tradition that is as old as the mountains themselves. Along the coast, the night offers a different kind of activity, night fishing. For many coastal communities, this is a vital part of their livelihood. Fishermen head out in their small boats, often using only a simple lantern to attract fish. The sight of these dozens of small lights bobbing on the dark water is beautiful and almost otherworldly. Sometimes travelers who have built a good relationship with the local community are invited to join. It's a quiet, peaceful experience, floating on the calm sea under the moon, feeling the gentle rock of the boat and waiting for a tug on the line. In some villages, the night is also a time for traditional dance and music, or tarian adat. These are not daily occurrences, but are often held for special occasions, such as a harvest festival, a wedding, or to welcome important guests. The rhythmic drumming and chanting can travel far through the still night air. Villagers adorn themselves in incredible traditional attire made from feathers, shells, and leaves. Watching these powerful and expressive dances, which often depict stories of spirits, ancestors, and the hunt, is a privilege and an unforgettable glimpse into the spiritual heart of Papuan culture. Beyond the markets and village gatherings, Papua holds some truly unique nightly spectacles for those willing to venture off the beaten path. One of the most surprising events can be found in the remote highland valleys. Here, after dark, you might witness something incredible, the tradition of bakar batu, or the stone-burning party. This is a communal cooking method where stones are heated in a massive fire for hours. Then, the hot stones are placed in a pit lined with leaves, layered with pork, sweet potatoes, and other vegetables, and covered to steam cook for hours. It's a feast that brings the whole community together. The bakar batu is more than just a way to cook food. It is a major social event, a celebration of community and abundance. The preparation itself is a spectacle filled with chanting, music, and a palpable sense of excitement that builds throughout the evening. As a visitor, being invited to a bakar batu is a profound honor. It's an opportunity to share food and laughter, breaking down cultural barriers in the most fundamental way. Sharing a meal cooked in the earth under the stars is an experience that connects you to the people and their land in a deeply meaningful way. Another of Papua's nocturnal secrets is the ethereal glow of bioluminescent fungi. In certain parts of the dense, damp rainforest, as complete darkness falls, the forest floor begins to emit a faint, ghostly green light. This natural phenomenon, known as foxfire, comes from mushrooms that glow in the dark. Taking a guided walk into the jungle at night to witness this is like stepping into a fantasy world. The soft light illuminates the forest in a way that is both beautiful and slightly eerie. It's a powerful reminder of the countless wonders that nature holds, many of which only reveal themselves after the sun has set. Papua after dark is a world of surprising warmth, community, and wonder. It's a place where the end of the day signals the beginning of a different kind of life, one that is rich with tradition, flavor, and human connection. So when you plan your adventure to this incredible land, don't just think about the daytime treks and stunning landscapes. I invite you to stay curious when the sun goes down. Wander through a night market, listen to the stories shared around a village fire, and keep your eyes open for the hidden magic of the night. You will discover a side of Papua that few get to see, a secret world that will capture your heart.